All right, what's up, fam? This week's episode, we've got Nate Burnard. Look, with all the chatter going on in the heavyweight division, I think it's just time to have someone who's been a bit more quiet come on, tell what he thinks about the landscape of the division, the sport. We get into a little bit of mission stories. You know, he served a mission volunteering for his church, and we kind of get into some of those stories since I've done the same thing. But overall, good time with Nate, man. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. On gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the power slap king.
SlapSon, baby! All right, Nate, you ready, my guy?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. All right, everybody. Welcome to SlapSon. We got the man in the building. It's been a minute, but we don't care. The shoulders are still big. They're still wide. They're putting on the burden on this man so he can carry you to the finish line. You feel me? Hey, there's been a lot of chatter in his division. We're going to talk about it. Let's do it. Everybody give it up for Nate Burnard.
Thank you.
Man, how are you, man?
I'm good.
I'm not even looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at you. What's up, dude?
No, I'm good. We're here, man.
Good. Hey, you know what? I really do appreciate it. You know, we tried to hook it up about a month ago or so, you know, and then life happened or whatever, but there's been a lot of chatter, you know, and
life be happening. You can't.
No, it does, man. And, you know, hey, look, real talk. Next thing you know, your kid's griping his toe hurts and you tell him to go to school anyway. And then they send you a photo of it with a big throbbing pussy like thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe his toe does hurt. So you go to the doctor's office and luckily it got done in time to put this together. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, there you go.
Well, dude, first off, how's the training been? You know what I mean? How's the mindset? How's just your life in general, my guy?
Life's been good. I mean, training and everything. I've learned new things I can do for defense, right? A lot of neck training, back, traps, things of that nature. I could say for I don't know, just life. I mean, life's good, making money and trying to live as stress-free as I can. But overall, I mean, I can't complain. I work out, and then I come home. So that's all I need to do.
Hey, man, doesn't sound too bad to me. I appreciate that. Remind me again, where are you working these days?
So I was working downtown at some of the clubs, but
Okay.
now I'm putting that like on a back burner, and I'm working at a reservation right now, like a dispensary, smoke shop type of deal. So I'm working there as security, and then I'm at the Bills doing security too. So yeah, lots of work.
Hey, dude, very cool. Yeah, I remembered that you were doing some of the club scene, and so I was just curious what kind of took you away from it. But dude, good for you, man. You know what I mean? It's just about that.
That lifestyle's fast and everything, and I'd rather be like, all right, let me just, I need to put that on a break and focus on what I need to focus on. So I'm like, I'm good. And there's just too much drama, so I'm just like drama, and then just like, it's not a really safe spot. So I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't imagine what you would witness at a club. You know, being there all the time and seeing everything that comes in, everything that comes out. So I can just say it's probably a good decision for you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, that's cool, man. That's cool. You've been working on some defense. Is that specifically working with your neck, or is that more of like a positioning type thing? Oh, sorry.
No, it's just been specifically like for my neck, like just like to strengthen my neck, my traps, and my back. So that way, when it comes time and I do get slapped, because I know my power when I have to slap someone, like I understand like my power, right? Now, clearly, I mean, everyone that I've seen, it's seen when I went against freaking DeBell and when I went against Ryan Phillips. Those were the two matches that it was just like that, I really didn't show like I had like a chin or anything, and I don't know if it was because of the pressure, I don't know what. So just making sure that my matches and the things that I've been working on now are lined up like when I faced James. When I faced James, that was clean because he said he could knock me out in one, and we went to decision. I'm just like, dude, I was eating them things, you know what I mean? So now it's just been enhancing more and more of my defense to make sure I'm solid, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah. You know, the sport is weird that way. You can only train defense so much. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to perform the act while you're working on your defense for health reasons.
right.
Any way you can get a little nuance in there is always interesting to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you can like I'm just trying to find every way to prevent like anything. Now granted, sure, you know, people can train and maybe it won't go in their favor, but I feel like I got a way that I'm working out down like right now that and it helped me with the James match, so I feel like I'll be fine.
Kind of stay down that same path that you've been working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man. Well, hey, have you seen any of this stuff going on? The banter back and forth. I mean, let me tell you my perspective. All of a sudden, that your division it got real, right? Like Dorian, Pono, they put their chins on display. You got Wes talking. You got the champ just kind of sitting up there. I got Damien coming on. I'm going to get his feedback as well. But you are there. You're right there in the rankings. Do you have an
Yeah.
opinion with that? Do you feel like you should actually be next because you've been waiting? Like, what do you feel like's going on in your division right now?
Like realistically, like well when it comes to the banter of like both of them, I can't speak for them, so I'll let them have their banter. I can't speak for either Wes or Pono because those guys have their own beef, so I have to let them rock how they rock. But I could say, like, in for myself, I wouldn't say a title shot for me. I know I'm right there. I understand that, but I feel like I need to be in the way like Kalani is. You know, Kalani went kind of took a seat and then had that one match and then boom, he's like right back on the husp, you know? And so I feel like it needs to be the same with me. With the James match, I understand that I lost, but that honestly was a win for me. I personally think, and a lot of people thought that was controversial of the win for him, the loss for me, you know? But regardless, um, I feel like I need, at least a few more matches, like one or two, to make sure,
Okay.
okay, boom. So that way I can really say that, I've earned it and not just because of my placement in the rank.
Wow, dude, I respect that. I think you're being honest about that. So you kind of feel like, especially with the techniques you've been working on with defense, maybe go out there one, possibly depending on how that match goes, two more times,
Yeah.
and then say, "Hey, I've arrived. Give me that shot."
I would think so because
Okay.
I know, like, the guys that, there's a reason why I'm still number two. There's a reason.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason why. And I understand that, with three matches that I've lost. I understand that, and everyone knows, but a lot of those, like the James one, that was controversial. And then the other ones, like I know with the DeBell one, it's the past is the past. I'm not gonna beat a bush or beat a horse. Freaking, I was the count was mad fast, and I was already up, and he had already counted me out when I was already up by six. You know what I'm saying? So like things in that nature. But the past is past, whatever. I'll let that rock. But no, I feel like I'm number two for a reason. The guys under me, they need to earn their spot, and clearly Power Slap sees something in me that I'm still, trying to acquire and see for myself. Of damn, I'm number two. I wonder why. But I also do understand why, because I'm a dog. I'm there, but I'm also I need a maybe a few more matches to get that number one and champion spot. So
Do you feel like the match for that is to run back Seekman or no?
that'd be cool. I'd be down with James to go against him again. I know, like going against him in the beginning was, I think it like built up a lot because so he would like blow my phone up on Instagram every single day, like from like June or July all the way up till October, like blow it up every single day. There's points that he was just talking to himself. And so I know after the match he had said, I was just trying everything I could to get into your head. But I'm just like, dude, I was locked in, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, I'd run against him. I'd go against Pono. I'd go against Wes. I'd go against Aaron. Any guy in our division that's ranked, I'd go against them. Also, Bryce, I'd go against him.
Damn, man, you just want that next match. It sounds like.
For me, anyone can get it, whatever. But I also don't want to be punked in the sense of, okay, don't go ahead and give me someone that's like freaking ranked number 10, and then if they beat me, then I'm boom. Now I'm ranked number 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going for that.
Got you.
Like,
So
I know my worth. I'm not going for that.
Yeah. And so it's got to be. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like for you, you'll take whoever wants it, whoever they're going to bring your way. I mean, you're not going to say no to it unless you feel like it's kind of insulting. Some guy in your eyes that isn't like in that top contender position.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what happens, man, with the next match in that division overall? 1 through 5, maybe 5 through 10. What would you like to see? Do you want to see sort of a play out where you are shown the steps, meaning, hey, Nate gets this win, he becomes number 1 contender, then he gets a shot at the belt? Or is it more about just waiting to see what happens with Damian first and then he goes on his match?
What do you mean, in the sense just to see who he goes against?
Yeah, just to see, because you're kind of positioning yourself to be like, okay, I'll take whoever, but it's got to be top tier. Yeah. I'll take 1, maybe 2 more matches and give me that belt. Would you rather have that play out first so you've got some leverage, hey, I'm next, or would you rather have Damian go at it with someone first?
I think I would like maybe a dual-edged sword with that. I'd have Damian go against whoever he needs to go against. I'm still ranked as I am, and if I drop 2, 3, or 4, okay, be it so as it is, just so that way I can, fill my spots and my wins, so I can get wins. And then for me, I feel like if I have a title shot, I need to be deserving of the title shot. Like it's not I don't like the gimme stuff, because I know that's just gonna eat me up, because then I'll just feel like, and if I by chance, face DeBell and I win against DeBell and I'm the champion, then I'd be like, that was like kind of like a spry, did I really earn this? I feel like I need to earn it, you know what I'm saying? And being in the division and where I'm at, I feel good and comfortable, but for me, I just feel like I need to earn it.
No, man, all respect with that. I mean, you're keeping it honest. You know what I mean? You're not trying to get caught up in any emotion, anything like that. You just want to show the world that you're still here, you can get it done, and then maybe we'll talk about some higher up stuff.
Absolutely.
Man, I love that, man. I love that. What have you been doing lately, man? What have you been doing lately for fun? I see you working out and everything, but I love this demeanor of Nate. You're just so like zen right now. I'm really digging this, man. What do you like to do for fun lately?
Kind of chilling. Well, I mean, working out and stuff. I'm gonna work out after this call, and then let's see. Other than that, I mean, I just kind of hang out with my dog and my lady. So we just that's really what we do. We just kind of bum at the house, hang out, or we'll go eat and get some food, or I don't know. Like I don't really do much. I mean, other than like sometimes with the guys, maybe we'll do maybe we'll pop out or something. Like yesterday, we had like Sunday fun day, so we're just bar hopping a little bit. But other than that,
oh, hell yeah, man.
Other than that, just, I don't know, chilling.
Hey, man, Nate, that does not sound like bad to me at all. Hang with your lady, hang with your dog, go out with the boys on Sunday fun day. I mean, come on now.
Other than that, I'm really big. I'm just a big homebody. I play on the gamers and stuff, and just mind my own business, stay out the way.
Dude, I dig that. Are you online gaming or just solo kind of stuff?
A little both.
Both?
I'll do a little Rocket League. I'll do a little NCAA.
Oh, shit. He does the Rocket League.
Do a little Madden. I'll hop on a little Fort, I'll get down.
I love it, man. My game of choice is PUBG.
Okay, yep. I've heard of that. I've tried to play it before, but I'm not too good at it, but
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm top tier, but it is fun to pass the time
Yeah,
with it. Dude, these
absolutely.
fools get on that game and like they're so dialed in, like it's unreal, right? Oh, I
You got all the sweaty kids on there that know what they're doing. Yeah, the sweaty kids.
sweaty kids, bro. When my boys jump on, when my sons jump on the online game, I'm gonna throw out that reference.
Yeah,
Oh, I got some sweaty boys about the game.
just tell them that they're gonna be sweaty in the game.
I dig it, man. Yeah, no, but it is fun to pass the time with that one. I'm sure it's actually really similar to Fortnite in sort of the competition kind of way.
Mm.
But yeah, I dig that one, man. That's cool. What kind of dog do you have? I forget.
We got a Staffy.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, an American Staffy.
Whoa. Not messing
So
around.
she's like a freaking, like a 65-pound lap dog.
My God.
But she's like a little cuddle bug. Like she just be hanging out with us.
Yeah. Is she the kind of dog though that like when she needs it, the muscle's there? Like she's not gonna let anyone mess with you guys.
No, like she just doesn't like. She don't rock with cats. Like she hates cats. Like no joke, she hates cats. But other than that, she cool and friendly with everybody. And then like she just straight muscle, like all just yoked up.
No, those dogs can be jacked,
Man,
dude.
she's a beast.
Yeah.
She's a beast.
Absolutely, man. Well, dude, I think I wanted you to come on and just go through what we just did, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of sitting back a little bit, probably observing, seeing what was going on, which I think could be smart. And I just wanted to get your take on everything, man. I really appreciate it. I really do.
No, I'm kind of watching it, and I'm just seeing like what's going on. There's I do find it funny. Like I'll say, because in reality, like I understand this is competition. I understand that, whatever. So if ever and this has happened before, people have talked shit about me and everything, and I'll just brush it off. Now, there's a difference between just talking shit and then attacking someone like for family and everything.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's a gentleman's way to do it.
There's a gentleman's way to do it, and sometimes, like if you talk shit to somebody, just dust it off and blow it off. I don't know, and just let it roll. If you talk about family, then that's a different line you're crossing, and so you have every right to say what you need to say. But with the West and Pono stuff, that's their deal. Whatever they feel, they feel. I mean, just from peeping and observing, there's been funny banter I've seen from both sides. So it's just, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say division's getting real. We've always been real, but now it's just like colors are being shown because people are like seeing exactly what it is. You can't throw all your eggs into one basket and think one thing and then turns out something's another thing or whatever, So
sure, absolutely.
I don't know.
Honestly, man, maybe it's just look, the sport's been growing so freaking fast, and you know what I mean. There's a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot, and I think maybe we might be at a point where it's just the natural evolution of the fight game.
I would think so. I mean, dude, like like in a realistic aspect, if you just take a step back, which a lot of these guys in the roster, they're mad gung ho about power slap and all this and stuff. But I'm just like, if you take a step back and like really just look at the grand scheme of things, like, dude, you're getting up there and smacking someone else in the face. I'm like, bro, I mean, you ain't got to talk crazy shit to smack someone in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real. Like, I understand it's a competition. I understand, okay, it's tied in with the UFC, but like, dude, just wait for the call. When the call comes, boom. And then when you get there, handle what you got to handle. And then kill it. Like, that's all it is.
You just wait for it. Then when it's your time to show up, you don't just show up, you show out.
You got to show up and, you got to do all of it. You know what I mean? Just handle the business right then and there, and then boom, over. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just kind of funny. I just laugh quietly to myself,
No, man, I respect that. Look, at the end of the day, it's like Karl Malone. This is a weird reference, and it shows my age, so look out, everybody. But Karl Malone, like him or hate him, I grew up in Utah, Jazz fan, all that kind of stuff. he would say all the time, I'm just letting my game do the talking. And, you know, the fight game is a little bit like that as well, I would say. Just you can talk all the shit, talk all the smack, this and that, which is awesome. It's fun. You know, people get more emotionally involved. But at the end of the day, you gotta take care of business. Let the fighting do the talking, for sure.
Let the fighting do the talking.
Yeah, man.
Like, people will see your outward colors and expressions, whether you're, you know, doing charitable things or whether you're doing, you know, helping people out or whatever the case may be. Cool.
Getting those shoes together. Yeah.
Getting the shoes together. Cool. Let that stuff rock, you know. You know what? That's great. That's amazing. Never gonna hate your character for that. But at the same time, just let the fighting do the talking, man. That's it.
All right, man.
Sometimes we just need peace, man.
Yeah. Hey, can't hate on that. Before we go, one last question. I gotta know if you're willing to share. Going on your mission, what comes to mind, first top of mind, the craziest thing your companion ever did? One of your companions ever did? Did they try and sneak in a drink? Were they out 5 minutes too late? Like, you know what I mean? What was like one of the craziest things where you looked at your companion and you just went, dude, what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, so like my mission was tough, dude, because it's like it was a third world country setting, right? And so it's like we're really trying to, like, anything that like I would do or he would do would be deemed as crazy in America missions or whatever. So I necessarily, I mean, all my companions were solid guys. I mean,
Were they actually?
Yeah, like all my
dude, that you lucked out, man.
Like,
that's awesome.
All of my companions are solid guys. I mean, I've had arguments with them and stuff, and like I had one transfer that lasted I believe 3.5 months of me and my companion just not speaking a word to each other. Just
Whoa.
Like, we just wouldn't talk to each other. We would go to the lessons. We would plan in the morning. We'd go to the lessons, share what we need to share, be at church. But other than that, when we were walking,
never said a word.
We're tracking or walking, wouldn't say a word, just because we did not like each other. Was
that because you know you kind of keep to yourself, obviously. Did that kind of make it easier or more frustrating that they weren't talking to you outside of like a lesson?
For more so for me, it was me that initiated it. I just want to talk to him.
Well, interesting. Okay,
Just because he was we were zone leaders at the time, and he was such a such a Nazi when it came to like rules, but like almost to the point that like you're invading myself as a person and like space, and like you're being disrespectful, like type. So I'm like, you can only have so much of that. So I was just like, I'm good.
You just kind of you took matters in your own hands and said, okay, I'll be here if you need me.
I'll just be here. But other than that, I would write on the board where we're going, what's happening, this, that, and then other than that, I just didn't say a lick to him. That's it. Wished him all the best when he finally left.
Yeah, man, I had to ask for one story because people need to understand. Man, they always focus on like, oh, you leave your family for 2 years and it's a long time and this and that, but everyone's got a few stories where it's like, no, you don't understand. The mission is awesome, but it can be a little bizarre at the same time.
No, I've had plenty of stories. Like, the stories that I have are nuts. I mean, I wish that question was dialed like some crazy things that I've seen, because I know there was a time that myself and my companion, we were walking. We were walking, and it's a little dark, but we were walking, and it was during the day, and instead of going right, or actually instead of going left, we went right, and then we were supposed to go to this like village or town, but instead we were walking, because like that's all we had is you're either walking, or if you're a zone leader, that's when you have a truck. But
okay, cool,
yeah, so we were walking, and then next thing we know, we just have the worst smell that we could smell in our life, like stench hit our nose, and then we look to see, and we're in a grass field, and there's a town up ahead, but in the grass field, left and right of us, we just see bodies, just
What?
bodies. Yeah, because like there on Saturdays they'd have a lot of funerals on Saturdays.
Okay,
And
so it
so
was more on purpose dead bodies, not random bodies in a field.
no, these were random.
Okay.
But and Saturdays they want like how it is. They don't know how like they don't know, and so they would just like leave it there, you know. So like then
Oh,
these ones were all like I guess bodies that they had. If you had enough money to have a casket and stuff, okay, they'd put it in the casket. But if you didn't have enough money, then just give it back to Earth, you know, give it
oh
back to
my
God.
God.
They're just bodies, bro.
Wow. So if you have the money, you can have more of a formal setting, but if you don't, they
Yeah,
kind of just let you decompose back into the earth.
you just decompose. They'll put you somewhere and just decompose, give you back to God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it
So,
freak you out once you saw what it was?
oh yeah, I mean,
Did
yeah,
you jump?
like we saw a lot of them. Like there was, I think it was like from like close to like maybe like 12, 15 feet from me. We saw like a body on the ground, but we didn't know. And then I realized I'm like, oh wow, this is like someone that's actually dead. And then we started like looking up around. We started looking up and realizing around like there was more and more of these little like slouched, crawled up peoples, and we're just like, oh,
What the world?
bodies. So yeah, it definitely freaked me out. Definitely scarred me. So I'm just like, wow, this is nuts. But I got crazy stories for you, man. We'll have to chat.
We'll have to chat for
Yeah,
sure.
I've
No,
got many more.
wow, that's crazy, man. Was that during the time where they had cell phones or no?
So our
Meaning, sorry, I should clarify. When I was there, the only people that had cell phones were the APs. And then when my brother-in-law went, it seemed like everybody had a cell phone. I asked because I'd be texting the other elders, being like, "Dude, we found some bodies."
oh no, so we had cell phones, but they're Nokias. So they're
Oh, like
like
the
the
brick.
Nokias. Like our mission was everything that's not what's going on in the States as you see today. Like with the iPads that they have or anything. Like we'd actually have like our little daily planner booklets. Like
Okay.
back in
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
day,
wait, wait. When did you serve? What year? I forgot.
2016.
Even by 2016, it was still the little planners.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
no, for us. Because I started my mission in Los Angeles, California, waiting for my visa to get there to Zambia and Malawi. So while we were in Los Angeles, we used the daily planner, the schedules and everything, the white handbook. All of that was on our iPad.
No
We
shit.
we even had normal phones and everything, like an iPhone, when we were in Los Angeles. The time that I went to Zambia and Malawi, Nokia's, paper, everything. Everything
Wow.
was paper, everything was filed. White handbooks, our actual booklet, white handbook, still here. Like everything was paper. And then we were still in the time where on Mother's Day and Christmas was the only times that we could call home.
Right. That's right.
When they were did back in the States, they were doing Mother's Day, Christmas, every Monday, you know.
So it was completely
Like we
different.
were boonies, yeah, like everything was completely different.
Wow. Yeah, dude, I served just real quick. I served stateside in Chicago,
Mm,
and it was right on the cusp of them allowing more things. You know what I
okay.
mean? So I was still pretty much old school with the handbook, and I was on a bike or walking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was weird because a couple years after I got home, that's when I started to hear, "Oh no, we can FaceTime now every Monday and check in." And I'm just like, "What the hell? What are you guys even
I
leaving for?"
know. I know. That's the same with me. I felt so because my brother at the same time as I was serving, he was serving in Spain, and so he was able to call, home and everything and do what he needed to do. And then I'm just like, man, I'm even lucky if I'm able to even write home on a Monday because there'd be some times when we go to use the computer, so we have to go to internet cafe and
Oh gosh, yeah.
the internet cafe, it's either one, the guy would be riding a bike to power the computers so we can do it, or two, they'd have a power outage, and so like there'd be times I wouldn't talk to my folks for like 2 months, and then email them. Like it was, dude, it was out there.
Yeah, that sounds bananas, man. The guy riding a bike to power the computer.
Yeah, it was
Oh
wild.
my god.
It was wild. Yeah.
Yo, Nate, did you come home? One last thing, and then I'll let you get
Yeah,
your workout.
you're good.
But that just made me think, when you got home and you got to talk to like your brother and some of your boys,
Mhm.
did you look at the landscape of them and go, yeah, I'm the real man? Like
Oh
did.
yeah, my dad served in Mississippi. My brother served in Spain, and I mean, they both know, regardless of the hardships that they've had in their mission, they know they have no idea anything that like I dealt with when I was there. I
I
had
love that, Nate. I
I
love
had
that.
I had malaria twice. I lost hella weight. I think the lowest I got to was 173. I showed up there at
You
240.
got to 170s?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
Yo.
I'll send you a picture after this.
Okay.
And then yeah, dude, like it was nuts. So
Wow, that's crazy, man. Well, hey, it all comes full circle in some sort of way, right? Like that preps you in some little way to get to where you're at now professionally with the power slap thing. And again, just thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. And we'll just see where this goes. But I will be watching, in detail. I'm excited for it.
awesome. Appreciate
All right.
it.
And where can everyone find you on social media, man?
Social media, Nate_Burnard on Instagram. And then I don't really use Twitter, so Instagram, that's the one.
Okay. All right. Let's let this bitch upload. 1 sec.
Yep.
All right, fam. That's it. Let's raise our glasses high and subscribe. Hope you liked it. That's it.